welcome to Lippy Talk.
So,
On today's episode,
we will be doing
a Q&A.
that you guys have sent us on our Instagram.
Let's get started.
Let's get started. So, question number 1.
Well, first off, sections about periods. So,
Let's go. How do I tell my mum I've started my period?
I'd say that depends, because it depends if obviously you have a trusted adult.
Exactly,
Which,
yeah.
But obviously,
Mm-hmm.
personally, I just told her.
Yeah, I did. I just told my mum, and obviously they're women, so they'll understand. And I think they're also prepared for that, aren't they?
Especially as a
mums,
mum.
Yeah, they'll be expecting it to happen eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously, she's been through it herself.
She has. So
She knows the age as well.
And it doesn't just have to be your mum, it can be just anyone you trust, really.
Yeah.
Even a friend, like grandparent, auntie, anyone, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As long as you feel comfortable with them.
Exactly, yeah. Right, next question.
Do periods hurt?
Okay.
Depends again.
It really depends, yeah. It depends on the person because everyone's pain tolerance is different.
Also depends on like your cycle and like how heavy it is as well.
So I think if you do get it, I think it's best that you obviously take precautions for it. Just take painkillers,
Use hot water bottles
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hot baths. It all really helps
Yeah.
to soothe it and make it better. Right, should we move on to a different topic then?
Yeah. Relationships.
We'll talk about relationships now. So we actually got a couple of questions on this. So do you want to start?
Yep. What do I do if I like someone but I don't know how to tell them?
Tell them.
YOLO.
YOLO, tell them. Mm-hmm.
What's the worst that can happen? Clearly, if they don't like you back, they like blank you through it. Clearly,
Exactly.
they're not made for you or to be in your life.
Yeah, that kind of links into the second question that it says, what if I do like someone but they don't like me back? Honestly, tell them if they don't like you back, what can you do? There will be someone out there for you.
Especially if it's one of your friends and like you're worried about like, oh, it's my friend. Like, what if they don't want to be friends with me after? Clearly, you already like if you want to be more than friends, then you've already passed that stage.
Definitely. And if you think about it, even if it doesn't work out like in 50 years' time, it's not going to matter, is it?
No.
So you might as well take your shot than regret it one day.
The
you know what I mean?
The world will keep spinning.
Exactly. So next one. What do I do? What do I do if my boyfriend cheated on me with my sister?
Dr. Phil.
Oh, I agree. I think so.
Dr. Phil in that case.
I don't think there's anything you can do here.
Get rid of the boyfriend.
Yeah, get rid of the boyfriend. And then with your sister, I think...
She's still your sister. Like,
I think talk it out with her and make it known that you are not okay with that, I think.
Like, even, like, if you want to put a boundary in place, you don't have to, like, always speak to her, but keep in mind it's still your sister.
Your sister, yeah.
And you don't have forever, so...
Yeah. And then obviously just try to
work it out eventually.
Yeah.
Clearly the boyfriend wasn't...
He is not the one.
He's not the one.
He is not the one.
And like you said earlier, in 50 years' time, it won't matter.
Exactly.
Literally will not. Right. Any tips to not argue with your partner?
I think this is a really good question, actually, because I feel like this is something that a lot of couples will experience.
Yeah. Just communication's key.
Communication is key. Like, if you do get into an argument, something I will recommend is to just take a few minutes apart, whether that might be 10 minutes, 15, 20, half an hour. Take that time apart because then that gives you enough time to calm down, which will avoid like a bigger argument. Yeah, and saying things you don't mean. Like some people end up like name calling each other. And I think having that time apart really gives you the time to calm down.
Or even bringing up other arguments. Like that I've had before.
Never do that.
That's just going to make things worse.
Exactly. So communication is key.
If you can't speak, even if you just write something down, whether it be a note and then send that to them or show them a piece of paper of like
definitely
you writing down how you feel.
And something I recommend as well is a lot of couples argue over text.
Yeah.
In that sense, you don't know the intentions of how someone's saying something.
Yeah.
You don't know like their tone or anything. So
exactly.
Being face to face or even just over the phone can make it so much better so you can actually hear them and understand. Yeah. That's
Definitely.
Yeah. So communication is your new best friend.
Yeah.
Next one. How to tell you're a lesbian without telling them your girlfriend is just your friend. So I think at first this question really confused us, didn't it?
Yeah.
But I think in terms of like coming out and telling people you're a lesbian, I think you can either, if you're scared to do it, just start by hinting it out.
Yeah, even if it's like to your parents that you can't seem to come out to, even like say that one of your friends has come out or something, like you don't have to say a name, it don't have to be an actual friend, it could just be an imaginary person, and then you can get their opinion on it. Like you don't have to be like, so and so's come out, what's your opinion on it? Just say one of my friends. You don't have to say who it is, even if nobody's come out, just make it up.
Definitely. There will be ways that you can
Yeah,
tell them.
you can always
And
help.
honestly, like, your family love you. I think they'll love you regardless. So
Yeah.
just tell them, and yeah.
Yeah, and also especially like 2025, like LGBTQIA plus community is more known now. It's more understood.
Yeah.
Than, like people used to not understand it
It's
whatsoever.
a much bigger thing now, and obviously
Yeah.
you've got Pride Month as well.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of support out there, and there's a lot of even communities on social media.
There's
that
a lot
you
of
can
communities,
go to. Definitely.
charities, everything like that.
Right, should we move on to a different topic then?
Personal hygiene and care.
Okay, so how often should you shave?
This one, it's personal preference.
It's personal preference. Honestly, like, you don't have to. But, yeah, I think I've seen somewhere that, like, they recommend you doing it, like, once a week, only because
like your
skin, it can irritate your skin.
Yeah.
But honestly, you can do it more, you can do it less. And you don't just have to shave.
You
There's,
can
like,
wax.
you can wax, there's, like
laser treatment.
laser
things.
treatments, there's so
There's a lot.
much, so much stuff out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey girls, I just wondered if you have any recommendations on how to get clear skin. I've struggled with acne for a while now, and I've tried a lot. Do you have any recommendations that may help?
We do.
This also ties in to the third question: top 3 skincare products.
So
We've got some stuff with us.
we do. So, I obviously have struggled a lot with my skin, haven't I?
Same.
Growing up, and this was something I never really found any products to help. Down to it, like a lot of teenagers will experience it, and sometimes it's nothing to do with your hygiene. It's just your
depends as well.
hormones.
It can be hormones, just stress levels, especially like exam seasons. That seems to be when I struggle the most with my skin.
Yeah.
Water intake, just everything like that. And then sometimes it can be due to like needing to get a routine that fits your skin, whether it's because you've got oily skin, dry skin, a mixture of both. Yeah.
But we have found some products that we like to personally use. So did you want to go first and explain what products you use and why you love them so much?
Personally, I am not good with my money whatsoever. So I like to try look for the more affordable things. And Bioma seems to be the thing that's like helped me like keep my skin from just being hectic. And so I've got the Milky Moisture Cleanser, which just it helps. It acts like a second face wash. You'll wash your face with water, then you'll put your cleanser on and you'll wash that off. It just helps to make sure there's no like extra bacteria on your skin or extra dirt. Like it's like your cleanser, like your micellar water when you take your makeup off. It can also melt down your makeup. And then after that, you go in with a toner. This one's a brightening toner by Bioma once again. And with this, it just helps, like when you've got your serums after and your moisturisers, it helps it soak into your skin. Like if you look at people using a sponge, putting moisturiser on it, and then doing toner, then moisturiser, it soaks it in a lot more.
Brilliant. So with me, I use the Garnier moisturiser. It's really good. I used to have oily skin, and then it was just awful. And then in the winter, your skin dries up massively, so you end up getting like flaky bits. So I found that using a moisturiser is honestly amazing to keep your skin like moist. And then I also use the Ordinary serum, which again, it's so good for your skin.
Like clarifying.
It makes you feel 10/10, doesn't it?
Yeah, that also depends on your skin type and your age.
It does as well. So you'll obviously have to take into consideration
And
your
do your
age,
research.
do your research 100%, and then find what skin type you've got.
This one's niacinamide 10% and zinc 1%. Niacinamide is recommended for people of the ages of 13 to 19. So once again, research ties into that.
Definitely.
Got one more topic.
And then one more topic. So we're just going to cover mental health really quickly. So, what should I do if I'm struggling with my mental health and have struggled keeping myself motivated when not at college?
See, that depends on... Obviously, it depends on the person as well.
Mm-hmm.
It depends what they seem to like, and it depends how badly it's affecting them. Like, if it gets to the point where I know some people will struggle to wake up in the morning, they can't seem to get out of bed, and obviously it's not their fault.
One thing I will recommend is get up and do your bed, because that is like one accomplishment that you've made for the day. And believe it or not, it really
makes you feel
helps.
like you've really
it really
achieved
helps
something.
your mind. Yeah, definitely.
Like, if it gets to the point where you feel like you just really cannot get out of bed, I'd recommend comfort shows. It helps distract your mind, and obviously, there's characters some people might relate to, and that's how some people find comfort in certain shows, like...
Or even music.
Yeah, music.
Helps. Yeah.
Distracts your mind from it.
So obviously, when you're at college, you've got your mind off things, but when you're at home...
Or even your journey to
quite...
college.
Definitely, yeah. Or even just, if you're at home, find something that you like doing. If you're someone that likes going on walks, do that. If you like the beach, I think the beach help a lot of people, don't they?
Yeah.
Or even, like, cooking, baking.
Just anything that you really like.
Like, if you enjoy makeup, like, practice it on yourself. It's honestly so good for your mind, isn't it?
I found it so peaceful.
It is, it's really peaceful. But then we also recommend that you guys, if you are really struggling, that you find someone you can talk to, whether that may be a teacher, a friend, parent or guardian, or...
The NHS have a website.
Yeah, seek professional help if you are really struggling. We will put a link at the top of the screen so you can access the NHS website where you can contact a GP or a professional to help you with your mental health.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is all we've got time for, girls. So remember to follow us on our socials at lippytalks_official to be featured in the episode just like this one.
And join us next time on Am I the A-hole?
Bye. Bye.